start to make mistakes, that's when we go backwards to build up their confidence. So we're moving outside, which means a couple things. First off, you can tell it's really windy here today, so I'm going to try to yell really loudly so that you can hear me. I apologize, we're probably going to have to turn the volume way up. Secondly, because we're outside, I'm taking a few extra precautions. Liesel is still wearing her leash that she has in previous sessions, but she's also wearing an electronic collar. So you can see I've got the remote on here, she's got the collar. Liesel has been previously e-collar conditioned. She knows that a nick with the collar means the same thing as any other correction. So before you do this with your dog, make sure that you can control them. But we're out in my front yard, and I just want to make sure that I've got total control. Alright, so starting off with, we're just going to begin at the beginning. Since we're in a totally new location, I want to make sure she remembers all of our previous steps. So we're going to start with the easiest dummy, and we'll go back to square one of just retrieving it out of my hand. Alright, Liesel, come here. Sit. Good. Ready? Fetch. Yeah, good girl. Sit. Good job. Drop. Good dog. Yes. And we'll just make it progressively more difficult. All right, sit. Good. Stay. Yes, good girl. Sit. Good job. Good job. Drop. Good girl. Yep. Sit. Stay. Fetch. Yes, good girl. Good. Good job. So good. Good girl. Good job. Yes, so good. One thing I forgot to mention yesterday is that when we start asking dogs to pick dummies up off the ground, you'll notice that I'm putting her on a sit stay, I'm walking away, and I'm placing the dummy, I'm setting it on the ground, and then walking back towards her. That is very deliberately done. You should never just throw the dummy. I know we do that a lot with puppies when we're playing with them, but that makes it a game. So we need to make sure we're setting the dummy to reinforce that this is an obedience drill, not a game. Alright, she did well with that one, so I'll switch to another dummy. We'll use this big dumbbell one that she saw for the first time yesterday. And again, we'll start from square one. So come here. Sit. Good. Yeah, good girl. Good. Good dog. So good. Good dog. Good job. Yep. Alright, sit. Stay. We can go a little faster since we already reviewed and she was doing so well with the new environment. Fetch. Sorry, I stepped on her leash. Fetch. Good girl. So good. Good job. Drop. Good girl. Yeah! Good dog! Right here, Liesel. Back, heel. Right here, heel. Sit. Stay. Fetch. Yeah! Good job! Good girl. Good. Drop. Yeah! Good dog. Sit. You've probably already ascertained that a big part of force fetch is we teach them something new. We're trying to hone their manners with retrieving, and then once we teach it to them, we're proofing it. You know, we're doing all of these repetitive drills with different dummies to make sure she really understands the concept that we're doing this anywhere and everywhere. And you can see she's doing really well. She's really transitioned seamlessly from retrieving in the house to out in the yard. So now we'll increase the difficulty a little more. We're asking her to do a little bit longer retrieves. And this dummy. So again, I just like to mix it up so she never gets bored. So I'll give her one quick retrieve with it, and then we'll extend the distance. All right, Liesel, come here. Sit. Stay. Fetch. Let's go. Come on. Good girl. Good girl. Sit. Good job. Such a good dog. Drop. Good. Right here. Sit. Stay. So when we send dogs on long retrieves, it's really important to line them up, give them that arrow arm, and make sure they're focused and looking in the right direction before you send them. Ready? Set. Back. Good girl! Such a good dog! You see, a lot of times too, I take a step back right as they're about to get to me. That really helps suck them in to sit for that delivery. So I didn't have to tell her sit there. It's becoming habit to just sit and deliver. Good job! Yeah! The other thing I really like about getting to this stage of force fetch is we're really confirming that she's got all these other nice obedience skills. You can see how much we're working on things like sit, stay, heel, come, and then of course, you know, the sitting to deliver. So that's why force fetch is such an awesome way for you to build a bond with your dog, because they're not only learning to retrieve, it's reinforcing all these other commands you've been telling them their whole lives. Stay. All right, she's doing so well, I think it's time to introduce another new dummy, because of course the next step after this will be starting to send her on some lining drills and everything, and then we'll be introducing real game. So I like to at some point introduce these Dachshund dummies. They're really nice because they're kind of realistic for size and weight of the dummy. So again, she's not retrieved this one before. This is a Dachshund duck dummy. So we'll back up a little bit and then we'll ask her to retrieve it. All right, come here. Sit. Ready? Do you want it? Good girl. Is that okay? Fetch. Yes, good girl. Good. Good. Such a good dog. Drop. Good girl. She didn't have the best grip on that, but I'm not going to correct that. They'll teach themselves where to hold things so that they're least likely to drop it. As long as she doesn't drop it, that's all I care about. Don't worry so much on fixing where she grabs the dummy. She'll figure that out on her own as you continue progressing through training. But that was good enough that I'm going to do a longer one with her now. All right, ready? Sit. Stay. For now, whenever I place these long distance dummies, I am making sure that she's looking at me and she's got a good mark. You know, we'll start working on blinds soon, and at that point, obviously, I won't have her looking at me, but for now, this is a nice, easy mark to retrieve. Bye. Good! Good job! Such a good girl. show you how to do corrections. So right as she was going to sit, she dropped that dummy. So I just grabbed her ear to let her know she had to grab it. I let go of her ear a little preemptively before she actually grasped the duck, so she thought, oh, never mind, I guess I don't have to get it. So I had to grab her ear another time, and then at that point she knew I was serious. And it is important to give them some space to do the right thing there. So she didn't quite have the dummy yet, but she was trying to grab it. So I went ahead and backed up so she would have the space to complete the retrieve. I mean, as long as you can tell the dog is working hard to try to comply with your command, we don't want to punish them. And then of course a ton of praise, want her to still have a positive experience. So we'll do one more retrieve with this dummy just so we can see that we've cleaned up the mistake. I'm going to take the leash off too, because part of that too is she grabbed the leash with the dummy. So we're going to take off that piece of equipment that is causing some issues. Good girl, hey babe. Such a good girl. Alright, are you ready? Sit. Stay. So we'll shorten it just in case she needs it. Liesel, here. Let's go. Good girl. Sit. Good. Fetch. Yes. Good job. Fetch. Let's go. Fetch. Let's go. Come on. Fetch. Fetch. Good. Come on. Hurry here. Come on. You got this! Come on! Yeah! Good girl! Good job! You figured it out! Come on! Yes! Good girl! Sit! Good! Such a good dog! Good girl! Drop. Good job! Yeah! You did it! Alright, that's why I keep switching dummies, because I'm trying to challenge her. Dogs typically aren't going to learn very much unless there is a correction. So you can see she had some issues there with dropping it. It's a heavy, awkward dummy for a young dog to hold. So now what we need to do is we finish the correction. We applied pressure until she grabbed the dummy. You can see that instead of making her pick it up off the ground, I did eventually just grab the dummy and hold it for her. I wanted to help her succeed because it's such a big dummy and a new dummy for her. But now we're going to switch back to an easier dummy and make sure that she's still excited about retrieving and that she understands why that happened. Stay. We'll switch back to a dummy she's used quite a bit. Are you ready? Come here. Anytime you've got a big harsh correction like that, I think it's really important to back up a few steps and build it back up. So Liesel, heel. Good. Good. Are you ready? Okay, fetch. Yeah! Good girl! Good. Such a good dog. Drop. Good job. Good. All right, Liesel, heel. Right here. Sit. Stay. Back. Good. Yeah. Good girl. Good job. Fetch. Let's go. Come on. Right here. Fetch. Yes. Good girl. Good. She picked it up a lot better the second time. Notice now she's holding it in the middle. Good job. Yes. Drop. Good job. Good. All right, come here. Sit. Stay. Ready? Okay, fetch. Good job. Good. Good girl. Drop. Good job. Sit. Stay. All right. So I picked up the place to stop for today. She was doing so well. We just had really the one big correction, but we got her over it. I think I'm gonna just have her hold a dummy and I'll maybe heel her down the driveway and back, but no need to put that in the film. You guys have seen that. So just wanted to give you a basic introduction of what it's like as you watch outside. So tomorrow, I've got to work all day in the office, and then I'm gonna get home after dark with basketball practice. So tomorrow we'll be back in the house just because of the way the schedule works out, but we'll start using those heavier dummies, those docking dummies in the house, and just review a lot of drills there. So sometimes you're gonna have to adjust your training schedule based on your work and other life schedule, but you know, we'll make it work because the most important thing is you're doing something every single day with the dog so that they're still making some baby steps forward every single day. All right, so we will see you tomorrow. Thanks.